To More Stories, Less Stuff by Family Abroad. Today we're in Mostar, Bosnia. We're looking at the Stari Most bridge, which means old bridge, and it is an old bridge. It was commissioned in 1557 by Solomon the Magnificent, and it took 9 years to build. And why did it take 9 years to build? Because this was an immense structure at that time. In fact, it was the widest man-made arch ever made in the whole world at that time. And the builder was under immense pressure to get it right and to make sure this bridge worked and supported the weight of not only the bridge itself, but of the passengers and wagons that were going through it. He was actually building this bridge under the pain of death. And what that meant was, if things didn't go right, if the bridge didn't hold, he would be executed. And he was under such an immense strain that after the 9 years, when the scaffolding was removed, he wasn't here. In fact, the day before, he had planned his funeral, and he fled to a place close by where he kind of hid out until he found out what happened to the bridge. And he did get the good news that the bridge held up. He still didn't come back. He never saw this bridge being used. He was under that much stress. But the bridge stayed up for 427 years until the war within a war, which was the Bosniak War, which was inside of the bigger Bosnian War for freedom, for independence. Now, some of y'all may recognize this bridge from the Red Bull diving competitions. It's a huge event. Thousands of people come to Mostar to see it. Very skilled divers dive from the top of the bridge down below. And in fact, Red Bull sets up platforms so that it's even higher up. After the bridge was destroyed in 1993, several years later they began the idea of rebuilding this bridge. It was a big undertaking, and the first phase consisted of some Hungarian divers basically going down and recovering submerged material. Now, unfortunately, a lot of that material could not be reused, but this bridge was reconstructed using the same exact Ottoman techniques that were used to build the original bridge in 1557, as well as using the same exact materials used by the Ottomans at that time. Now, the cost to rebuild the bridge was huge, and the president of Turkey was actually nice enough to offer to pay for the bridge reconstruction. But the mayor of Mostar, which I think showed a lot of great insight, said, no, we don't want the bridge to be known as the Turkish Bridge. We want this bridge to be a symbol of reconciliation, because this town of Mostar has had a mix of people and religions for hundreds of years that have lived together peacefully. You have Jews, Muslims, and Christians living side by side, as well as churches, synagogues, and mosques that have been in unity with the city all of these years, all these centuries. So he wanted this bridge to be a symbol of unity and really patch back together this community that had undergone this terrible war. This video, and you want more stories, less stuff, be sure to subscribe to Family Abroad. It's a beautiful town, Mostar, Bosnia.